GTA 6 has become the most anticipated game in recent years, since the first trailer dropped on December 4th, 2023, and they announced it would be released sometime in 2025. Everyone was thrown off by that release date. I mean, it just didn't feel real, until leaks started surfacing, gameplay details trickled in, and for a second it looked like we might actually see this thing before the decade ended. Well, Rockstar released a message to their community not too long ago saying Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release on May 26th, 2026. I'm gonna be looking at pamphlets for my retirement home before GTA 6. But just when the community was getting ready to light their torches, Rockstar did what they do best. Dropped a trailer and shut everyone up. It is the fastest growing video in the first 24 hours of release. The best thing this game has done so far is knock Mr. Beast down the king of the hill. Visually, it's insane. The graphics flex detailed Miami-inspired streets, crisp shadows, detailed skin textures that look borderline photoreal, and beer that moves in the bottle. The voice acting is also on point, and everything moves with that signature Rockstar polish. I have so many questions about their game engine, but after we see all these great voice actors and graphics, we are presented with the note, captured on PS5. Wait, what? What do you mean captured on the PS5? According to Rockstar's official statement on X, the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 2 was captured entirely in-game from a PlayStation 5, comprised of equal parts gameplay and cutscenes. Look, either they sent us the wrong trailer, or we're redefining what in-game capture means. Because there is no world where a video game looking like that is going to be running on a launch model PS5. And I'm not alone here. Tech experts have already said that the PS5 and even the PS5 Pro won't be able to push this at 60 FPS, especially with the kind of simulations and procedural environments Rockstar's teasing. The PlayStation GPU might manage, but that old Zen 2 chip, that thing's gonna be sweating bullets. Right now, people are acting like GTA 6 is gonna be the game to end all games. I've seen posts talking about fully simulated economies, real-time traffic systems, AI NPCs that remember you, dynamic weather that affects your clothes, and somehow, with all that much processing going on, it's gonna run 4K 60 on a console that was barely able to keep up with Cyberpunk 2077. I'll say it here, and I'll say it now. The glaze has gotten so out of hand, it's become its own, fantasy checklist. From sources on random TikTok accounts, apparently this game is going to be the combination of Red Dead 2's realism, Cyberpunk's density, but working, a movie-level story, plus GTA Online 2.0, but without the loading screens and cheaters. And all of it is somehow procedurally generated, so not even two trash cans are the same. I'm sorry, but unless Rockstar has been quietly developing a time machine, this just isn't how game development works. Richard Ledbetter from Digital Foundry even said that GTA 6 will likely be CPU bound, not GPU, meaning all those complex background systems people are dreaming about, things like ambient NPC behavior, destructible environments, even traffic simulation, that stuff devours CPU cycles. And the PS5 and PS5 Pro both use the same Zen 2 CPU, which is already showing its age. Over on Hot Hardware, they also pointed out that 4K 60 FPS probably won't even be standard on the Pro. We'll be lucky to get dynamic resolution with upscaling and a performance mode. And dare I even mention the Xbox Series S, the potato of all the consoles. Dexerto ran a piece covering how fans are already convinced it won't be able to handle the game at all. And honestly, they might be right. Baldur's Gate 3 nearly broke it. GTA 6 is gonna send it into orbit. So yeah, the hype's fun, but when you stack it next to the hardware and dev realities, there's a major gap. And that leads us to the trailer itself, which might be more illusion than gameplay. Rockstar claims at the end of their trailer that it's captured in-game. It also doesn't help their case that the trailer is in 30 FPS. But they're lucky that that's the norm, so I'll let that one slide. Rockstar said it was comprised of equal parts gameplay and cutscenes. Okay, but where? The whole thing looks like a cinematic show reel. Not a single HUD element, no button prompts, no janky transitions, just buttery smooth camera work and perfectly lit chaos. It's giving this is what we want it to look like, not this is how it actually plays. Let's be real, Rockstar is the master of presentation. They've done this before. Remember Red Dead Redemption 2's trailers? Those were in-game captures as well. But the final product, as good as it was, didn't quite look like the marketing. Same thing with GTA 5. These guys know how to sell a dream. Now, here's where it's going to get a little technical, but stick with me because I swear this matters. The lighting and reflections in that trailer were insanely detailed. We're talking some nice RTX level visuals. Hyper-realistic shadows, perfectly mirrored surfaces, soft global illumination that makes every scene glow like it's been graded for an HBO drama. But here's the catch. In literally every game that uses ray tracing from Cyberpunk to Spider-Man 2, there are distance and bounce limits baked in to stop your console from catching fire. Light bounce limits tell the engine how many times a light ray can reflect off of a surface. If you don't cap it, every light in the game tries to bounce off everything, creating a chain reaction that's gorgeous, but completely impractical in real time. Same goes for maximum ray distance. That's how far light or reflections are traced before the system says nope to preserve performance. And yet in the GTA 6 trailer, it looks like Rockstar just turned all of that off. There's no fall off, no cap distance, just ultra clean lighting with seemingly unlimited bounces, like you're watching a Pixar render pass in real time. It's stunning, but this is also a dead giveaway that this wasn't just standard gameplay. This was Rockstar flexing what their engine can do, not what your PS5 can do. That's not shady, it's just marketing. Every studio does this, but if you think you're gonna get that same RTX quality in an open world GTA with hundreds of NPCs and cars and palm trees and beer bottles all lighting each other dynamically, you're gonna be staring at your screen wondering why is it running at 12 FPS. So yeah, the trailer, gorgeous, eye candy, hype fuel, but let's be real, it's a show reel, not a demo. The question isn't how good does it look, but how much of this are we actually going to get while playing? At this point, the expectations of GTA 6 have reached a point where I genuinely believe that people think that this game is going to come with a real working economy, universal healthcare, and a therapist on retainer for your NPCs. Scroll through TikTok for longer than 10 seconds and it's pure, uncut GTA 6 fantasy. I've seen videos claiming the entire map is a 1-to-1 scale of Florida with 0 loading screens, every pedestrian has a backstory, your dog can get a job, and the stock market reacts to your outfit choices. People think it's gonna run at 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing so good it reflects your childhood traumas off a puddle, and it's all gonna run on a launch model PS5. No patches needed, just boot it up and live in it. There's this weird intersection between Rockstar's legacy and this social media fantasy that's literally created a GTA 6 that doesn't exist. Like we're watching a hype chamber on loop, slowly turning expectations into prophecy. I get it. Rockstar have made amazing games just like GTA 5 and Red Dead 2. They've earned our trust. But people are expecting the impossible now. Not next gen, but next reality. Like as if this game's going to cure the console wars, end online toxicity, and teach AI how to love. And I hate to break it to you, but that's not happening. At least not all of it. So if this is what everyone's imagining, what are we actually going to get? Well, a lot, honestly, just not the sci-fi utopia TikTok's been trying to manifest. Rockstar is still Rockstar. This game is going to look great. It'll probably have one of the most detailed open worlds we've ever seen. Environments will feel alive, animations will be smooth, NPCs will do way more than just stand around waiting to be punched. And yes, there will be moments where you're walking down the street in-game and you'll actually say, damn, this feels real, but don't expect miracles. We're probably looking at a heavily upgraded version of their Rage engine. Not a new one. That means smarter AI, better lighting, maybe improved mission structure, but still within the framework we've seen before. It's going to run on a PS5 and Series S, which means Rockstar will have to scale everything to the lowest common denominator. And that console is already breathing heavy when you go into the Xbox store. Performance-wise, expect a quality mode at 30 FPS with higher visuals and a performance mode targeting 60 FPS, maybe with resolution upscaling. That's if we're lucky. Some analysts are already saying that even the PS5 Pro might not hold 60 in this game without serious compromises. Gameplay-wise, it's going to feel familiar. Big open world, missions, free roam chaos. It'll be refined, sure, but not reinvented. Rockstar doesn't do full overhauls. they evolve their formula, which is smart because you and I both know their formula works. Online, that's a wild card. GTA Online pretty much prints money, and I don't think they're about to throw it out and start over. So expect GTA Online 2.0, or whatever they call it, to look better, play smoother, and be even more monetized. But don't worry, you'll still get griefed by a 12-year-old in a jet, just in a higher resolution now. So yeah, GTA 6 is going to be good, probably even great, but revolutionary, groundbreaking, reality-bending? No. Not unless your definition of next gen is better hair physics and smarter car crashes. And honestly, all of that is not a bad thing. Rockstar doesn't need to reinvent gaming. They just need to do what they've already done better than anyone: creating a world that feels alive. Red Dead 2 wasn't groundbreaking because of the visuals, it was groundbreaking because you could walk into a game, get insulted by a drunk, and have that guy remember you 10 hours later. GTA 6 doesn't need a physics engine from NASA, it just needs the same kind of magic. And with modern day Florida as the setting, social media, influencers, TikTok clout chasers, fake gurus, it's all right there. Rockstar's best is when they're making fun of us. And there's over a decade long of content for them to make fun of us. So no, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to feel real enough to get lost in. And for me personally, I just want to have a good time. And if Rockstar delivers that, I'm happy. GTA 6 probably won't change gaming forever. And that's fine. If Rockstar gives us a world that's dense, chaotic, and fun to mess around in, that's more than enough. Just don't walk in expecting a simulation of real life with ray-traced reflections on your NPC's regrets. Lower expectation, raise your enjoyment.